whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. Huh, so many people on meth. Ow!
Just another reason why I don't get to Florida. Any water. I'm even scared to get in the pool these days. There's a woman who is waist deep in the water at Lauderdale by the Sea. Came out of the water screaming with a huge chunk out of her left arm. It's not what you might think, though. You're probably going, oh my gosh, did a shark get her? Nope. They think it was barracuda.
Barracuda are vicious, man.
Yeah.
They like to, they like shiny things and they will attack.
Yeah, and them teeth. Oh my goodness. Yeah,
And let's not, forget Heart has a great song.
Barracuda.
Wow, that was, I could listen to that all day.
Yeah, my mouth guitar skills are pretty good. There's a neighborhood in Cape Coral that is on guard because of one of them ugly ass Muscovy ducks that they got. You know, the little bumps all over the face.
Barnacle-nosed ducks.
It's apparently going around attacking elderly people. One guy who's lived in the neighborhood for 30 years said he was just sitting on his porch. He closed his eyes, as old people do, to either die or take a nap, and he woke up with the duck bite in his hand.
Look, these ducks are aggressive, and I feel like they only live at townhouses or apartments.
Yeah.
It's very bizarre.
They are. You're right.
They're not ever around a house, but they're around a lake and a community of apartments.
Especially near duplexes.
Yes.
I don't know why.
Definitely.
They're very attracted to those. Yeah, they say another resident made noise to try to scare the duck away, but the bird lifted up its wings and then ran after him. They even sent a reporter out there to talk about this, and he said that they got chased by it as well. And the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission said that you can't remove the Muscovy ducks even though it's not native to Florida. You got to hire a nuisance wildlife trapper.
Wow.
I know that's been an issue here in South Florida with some communities trying to get rid of these ducks because they can get a little nasty and messy.
You ever been hit in the head by a bird?
No. Well, you. Yeah. You hit me one time with a breadstick, but that's it, yeah.
A couple times.
Yeah, a couple times, actually, yeah. Just
well,
you.
Well played.
Yeah. The Secret Service has suspended 2 female uniformed officers who were caught fighting on camera outside of Barack Obama's Washington, D.C. home. The video shows the 2 punching and shoving each other, and one of the agents was heard saying on a radio, "I need a supervisor out here immediately before I whoop this girl's ass."
Yeah.
A spokesperson for the Secret Service said the incident is a personal matter and they're looking into it. They did not share what started the fight, but yikes.
All of the body cam videos that I watch or the police are called there, someone's always asking for a supervisor.
Oh, okay.
And the craziest stuff is going on. They go, "I want your manager here." Someone's getting stabbed.
Right.
Like, I'm trying to deal with this.
It's always chaos. Well, following a night of drinking out with friends, Beyhan Mutlu from the city of Inalgol, Turkey, went missing in the woods. People got concerned about his whereabouts, and his wife alerted authorities when they couldn't reach the 50-year-old. So apparently what happened was they got a bunch of people together to go out and look for him. Now, this guy started stumbling home drunk about the time they got the search party to go find him, and he actually unknowingly joined his own search party and was trying to help find him until one of the rescuers called out his name, and that's when he said, "I'm right here." They're like, "What are you doing?" Be like, "I don't know. I'm looking for the guy you're looking for." Be like, "We're looking for you."
What?
He was drunk. They were confused.
I'm confused.
They then escorted him home safely. But yeah, how about that?
Well, thank God he's safe.
Yes. A Washington state man who was wanted on an escape warrant tried to hide from the police by climbing up an 80-foot-high tree. They found the man's vehicle abandoned in the woods and then located him a short time later. They chased him into the woods until he climbed a giant cedar tree. He refused to come down and threatened to commit suicide at one point. Eventually came down after 8 hours of talking with the police.
Wow.
How about that for a day, huh?
Yeah. I'm not sure if you've ever held onto a tree and then slid down it.
Oh, that would hurt.
It's
yeah.
quite painful.
Yeah, that would hurt. Yeah. A man in Virginia was arrested after he painted his own crosswalk on a busy street. Apparently, he just used a spray chalk to make it and he wants the city to put something permanent there to slow drivers down. Here he is talking about it.
We can't get traffic control cameras. If the police won't enforce the law enough to communicate with people, then we have to turn to physical methods to slow drivers down. After I put the first thin line down, I heard people in amazement say, look at that, the drivers see it and they're slowing down.
Okay, he's making his statement.
Is that the police officer?
No, that's the guy who drew the crosswalk.
Got
He's trying
ya.
to get him to put one down to slow
Got
down
ya.
drivers, but he took things in his own hands. Said, yeah, you can't make your own traffic laws. So.
Understood.
Boy, this is a fun little video. I know you like beatboxing, Bird.
I do.
I don't know if you got the skills of this Brazilian nun. Maybe you can beatbox with her. It's going viral because they can't believe how good she beatboxes, but then it's funny because another nun and a priest get up and start dancing along to her beatboxing.
Vocação, oh, vocação, oh,
Vocação, oh, vocação. Rapaz, que é isso?
That's her beatboxing, huh?
I love it.
Yeah, not bad for a nun
love
there.
it.
Yeah, it's going viral. Well, a lot of plane mishaps. A Delta flight from Minneapolis to Madison was delayed after 2 pigeons got loose inside of the cabin. You can see in the video, passengers and crew are trying to catch them, causing a bit of a commotion here. There's a guy that had a jacket as the pigeon's kind of flying down the aisle. He tries to put his jacket over it. It didn't look like it was very effective, though. They did get the plane back to the gate where the staff safely removed the birds, delaying the flight by about an hour. But I guess it's probably better to have the birds inside the plane than to strike them with the engine.
Very bird heavy on the
A lot of birds today.
whacked
Yeah, a
out
lot of
news
birds.
today.
Yeah, they've been busy. They've been busy. Well, starting today, flights booked on Southwest do not come with free baggage. The first bag is going to cost $35, and it's going to be $45 for the second bag. Some people understood, some people not real happy.
I'm used to paying for the $45 for the bag, so it won't make any difference to me.
As someone who flies and has to check bags, I guess that will impact how I think about choosing Southwest or other airlines.
They got to do what they got to do. I'm not worried about it, no.
Okay. Well, they say airports across the U.S., including in Orlando, are going to be removing those handy moving walkways. I don't know if you're a fan of those. You just hop on that, you walk, you get going a lot faster. The reason why is money. Maintenance is one factor, but the other one is they say when people are on that, they're stuck up on that conveyor belt, and then they don't get to walk into the stores, the restaurants, and they're not spending money. So they want more of your dollar, and they said that gets you to your gate too fast. They want you to be able to walk slowly right by the stores to spend some cash.
Well, of course.
And I don't know how you feel about the Skyrider 2.0 aircraft. It requires passengers to lean instead of sit, which means you'll need to use core strength to stand during your flight.
What?
They say these planes could increase capacity by up to 20%, and some low-cost airlines are looking into offering these standing-only seats as early as next year. Would you stand to fly to your destination?
I can barely crawl to the bathroom.
Right. That may not be the thing for you.
No.
Yeah, probably not. And a 10-carat kite-shaped diamond ring, once owned by Marie Antoinette, is touring the world before heading to an auction.
Ooh, how much is that going to cost?
They haven't set the price yet, but it's renowned for its size and history. It belonged to the French queen who was executed during the 1793 French Revolution by the guillotine.
That's got to be. I mean, we always talk about this, how we think it should be $30 million.
Well, it's 10 carats, so I mean, that alone, if it didn't belong to Marie Antoinette and wasn't so old and historic, yeah, that would be a ton of money anyway.
It's a ton of money.
Yeah. Let them eat cake.
But watch, it'll go for $150.
Yeah, well, if it is, I'm going to try to scratch up some coin. Somebody help me out.
Get some investors.
That's right, baby. We got to go buy this.
This is how we do. It's the KBJ Show.